all the air traffic around that area was completely shut down. The Lord showed me that it cost hundreds of thousands of deaths when this happened.
There's a lot of people out there that's saying they're prophets of God, and they're not right. They're not right on. They've missed it here, and they just keep moving forward, but they're not right on.
Hello and welcome. This guy Brandon, he's got some real difficult stuff to get through. I mean, there's hours upon hours where he doesn't say anything of substance, or it's watered down because he's scared to say something because I believe he knows is false. But I mean, it is just very difficult. I was like reflecting on my life, like maybe I need to do yard work, or maybe I need to go hit the gym. There's got to be other stuff to do. I mean, I was at the point where I was missing.
We're basically in an economic collapse right now. We're in it.
Now, I've went through hours and hours of footage of him fake talking in tongues, and some people may say, well, you don't know if he's really talking in tongues or not. That's a bad thing for you to say. You don't know that. But he just is saying stuff that pops into his mind, and I'm going to explain that here in a minute. But this is some of the stuff I had to go through. Like the video I'm going to show here in a second, it was almost an hour and a half of this.
Over Canada. Hey.
Like I said, it's just throwing things out there, whatever pops in his head. He said over Canada and had to go, hey.
Over Canada. Hey.
When our American friends come from the South and they tell me I say the word A lot, I tell them, no, I don't. What are you talking about, eh?
Hey, 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 hey.
Everybody's been telling me about this earthquake and all the stuff that's going on in Italy. You know, back on July 5th, I did a video about a major volcano going off. And the Lord warned me about this volcano back on July 5th and told me this would be very destructive and there would be a lot of damage and a lot of things, a lot of people would pass away on this. I saw 200,000 or 300,000 people. It's like massive. This is going to be a major event, an end time event. This is going to be a major event, an end time event.
That was from the video from July that he was talking about, saying it was going to be an end time event. That was the video he was referring to in July. That's what I went back to, and that's what I found.
And so he showed me to focus on the ocean in this Gulf right here. I saw it's out here somewhere. There's a massive volcano, and so I believed it was right in here is where I believe this volcano was at.
It probably sounded good to him before he started checking maps.
You know, because Pompeii's right here. There's Pompeii's right here.
Pompeii, Mount Vesuvius. These false prophets, they love to use those two.
Mount Vesuvius will erupt again, and Pompeii will flow with lava once again. Reprobate minds will rapidly excel.
That's a false prophet Lois Fogel-Sharp right there, and she's saying that Mount Vesuvius was going to erupt in 2018. And come to think of it, these two false prophets remind me of each other.
There's a massive volcano up here in it. And so whenever I was looking over in the spirit and it was showing me, I thought it was in this right here. But I believe it's probably further out because I started looking at where are the massive volcanoes in the water over in Italy.
So God talks directly to this guy. When he's in the spirit, it's supposed to be right against the coastline. But after he checks maps and news stories, he changes where he thinks it's supposed to be. I mean, anybody can look this up and see these locations and see stuff in the news like this that's published in 2022.
And so if you zoom out, I'll show you there's a massive volcano, one of the largest is down here. It's way down here. And so whenever I saw this massive volcano going off out of the water, it caused a massive tsunami wave. and it exploded, and it from the earthquake and this massive volcano. It's like it was like a humongous nuclear bomb went off, like boom, and it went up out of the water, and it caused a massive wave, and it washed all inland. Can you go back out?
So we got a history of Italy with eruptions. We got history of earthquakes, and then here's maps of the earthquakes and stuff. I mean, eventually he'll be right, I guess. But let's take a look at when he'd done these prophecies. His first video in July was right after this event. His second one in October, it was after this event.
All the air traffic around that area was completely shut down. The Lord showed me that it cost hundreds of thousands of deaths when this happened. And he said one of the major signs to watch out for was earthquakes and tremors. And he said back in July, I don't believe there was any tremors. There wasn't any earthquakes. And then all of a sudden here, can we see the article here that says that there was a 40 years, the biggest earthquake in 40 years happened in that area that I'm talking about. Happened in that area that I'm talking about. And it happened this week. It was a 4.2.
So this is the article, and it's talking about the 4.2 that was on land, not out in the water. And they're saying right here, it is a super volcano. It is a massive caldera that they're living on. It right there it is on the map, and if you look it up, it explains this location. Now let's see what he said about the 2024 elections back in 2023.
The elections for 2024, and the Lord had me, and I saw Michelle Obama, and I saw Gavin Newsom. Michelle Obama, and I saw Gavin Newsom. And nothing was in the news back whenever this was going on. This was this time last year. I started praying over this. Lord showed me this. This Lord showed me this.
And he does this stuff a lot where back last year or years ago, or God showed me this. There's no proof of this. You can't go back and try to find anything. It doesn't exist. But let's see how right he was.
Okay, and so here it is. We're getting closer to the fall. I really believe we're fixing to see some kind of major shakeup in the Democratic Party in the near future. And so here we are. We have Sarah Palin already saying that she believes, Sarah Palin says that Michelle Obama will be the Democratic nominee in 2024.
Remember, this guy says God tells him all this stuff. He gives him the news before the news. Why is he referring to news articles? Why is he always talking about news stuff? Why is he talking about stuff he read in other books, not the Bible, but talking about all this other stuff that's going on?
Where is she getting that? Who knows? But I'm just saying, she's probably somebody that's in the know that would start to hear stuff before everybody else would hear it, because she's in the in crowd. And so here she is saying it. And then we have Ted Cruz. This is all in the same week, mind you. Ted Cruz says something here, and Ted Cruz says that he believes that Michelle Obama could be the 2024 candidate too. So what I saw in the supernatural, and the Lord warning me of things, is starting to happen by people in political positions in the know are starting to echo it. So it's starting to happen in the natural. I saw another article on 60 Minutes with Gavin Newsom not denying that he wanted to maybe run for president, but it was not ruling out the possibility of it. Now, in the vision that the Lord showed me, he was the vice president and Michelle Obama was the president. And
did this happen? Is God wrong, or is this a false prophet?
We're seeing this stuff come up in the news now of what the Lord has warned me about. We're seeing the earthquakes, we're seeing the political stuff go on, and then the Lord warned me, and so people were wanting to know about the new Madrid fault. The Lord warned me that if we join up with this and we divide Jerusalem, that he would which would cause a curse on America. Like he said, those that bless Israel, I will bless, and those that curse Israel, I will curse. And if you come against Israel, it's like we're betraying her because we've been in covenant with her and helping her out all these years. Look at what happens. I believe with all my heart, 3 days after they divide the land of Israel, we will see one of the greatest earthquakes we've ever had in America on the New Madrid Fault going up America.
Now, why is he saying this? It's because it was on the news, two-state solution back then. That's why he's saying it.
It sets off other fault lines all throughout America when that major earthquake, because it was like a 10.0, a massive, massive earthquake hits. And so it destroys all the bridges. And I warned you all about that.
The earth is going to crack everywhere. We have 40 days to repent.
So here we are. The Prince of Saudi Arabia, he comes on the news. He's saying he wants to have a two-state solution, help it so they can build the third temple. They have a peace agreement, all the stuff they want to do. And when do they want to have it done? I've already talked about this before. They want to have that done before the big solar eclipse that goes across America.
And did any of that happen after the solar eclipse last year?
We are so close to major events domino affecting. And so I warned you all about the dollar crash. I warned you to watch Europe. Here we are. He told me to watch the euro. It's a very significant domino. The euro would be in trouble. I saw a thing. Somebody sent me something on TikTok on my YouTube channel. I mean, I'm not on YouTube. It was on my Facebook. And they told me, he said, I want you to watch this video. And they were talking about how the euro was in trouble. And the the euro was in trouble in the European currency.
So he's watching the news, he's getting people telling him stuff. And if you look the euro, yeah, in 2022, it took a dip, but it came back. It didn't do what he said it was going to do. It was in the news, though, that everybody was worried about it.
That's happening. It's like it's all being accelerated, just like the Lord told me. Just like the Lord told me. And I feel very strong about the month of October. We have a major event coming with this October the 4th with this FEMA thing, this alert on our phones, and the people are freaking out about that.
And nothing happened, and no Julie Green Days of Darkness happened either.
God, I love you. I just want to tell you, how's your day? You know, that kind of stuff. You know, let's watch the football game together. People go, whoa, we gotta want to watch a football game. Do you know how much he loves basketball? He loves NBA basketball. He watches it with me. I talk about the games all the time.
Now, this next clip, it's from 2023 also, and I find it disturbing, but it's kind of long, but here it goes.
There's going to be a celebrity that's very influential, that is very popular. I saw a plot, this is heavy again too, with the demonic. Okay, and they will pretend to be born again, and they will side preaching the gospel, saying about the way we believe that Jesus Christ is Lord and he died for you and everything, and they're going to come out real strong with that. And then I saw months go by, okay, and then they start preaching a universal gospel that everybody, whatever you believe, whatever God you believe in is okay. Because the enemy is going to send people to try to corrupt and trick people into following a false gospel. Okay? So, I saw this celebrity. I won't name the person's name. Because it's not wisdom.
So there's a celebrity and a demonic plot to lead people away from God. I'm not going to name names, though. I don't want to warn people that all these people are going to fall for
it. Come on the scene. I know exactly who it is, and it's somebody big, and it's a pop star. The teenagers are going to fall for this big time.
He knows exactly who it is, and he knows a bunch of people are going to fall for this. but he's not going to name names because all this is made up. All of it's made up. It's to get the YouTube views. It's to get the YouTube money. Well, that's the video, folks. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm not sure if I'll keep digging into this guy or not. He makes my brain hurt, but he's got some final words. Here it goes.
That's all, folks.
Like prophecies going out to the direction, like prophetic word said this, and what actually happened was this, and
stomach issues, stomach ulcers, blood in your stool, and new jobs, better jobs, raises and bonuses, benefits, sales and commissions, bonuses, everything, inheritances, rebates and returns, checks in the mail, gifts and surprises, finding money, bills paid off, bills decreased, blessing increase.